What's up, people? This is Ricky J. Oh my gosh, I've been waiting to do this video all day long. It's our final quarter matchup in our championship tournament. It's George Rush St. Pierre going up against Daniel Cormier, and I cannot wait for this one. And if you guys are new to my channel, I just love GSP. It all started when I first saw GSP's fight against Jason Mayhem Miller, and then I followed him ever since. And it's so cool that it got to the point where I was following all of his interviews, following all of his radio talk show interviews as well. And it got to the point where I had an opportunity on Sherdog.com, and I ended up getting a chance to actually talk to him. So when GSP enters the octagon, who's going to be first? Is it going to be GSP? When he enters the octagon, I'm going to play a clip. We got Cormier coming in first. I'm going to play a clip of me talking to George Rush St. Pierre, and this was right after his loss against Matt Serra, and he was preparing for his fight against Josh Koscheck at UFC 74. So sit tight for that. I'm going to play you the whole clip. I think it's like a minute long. But look at this. Daniel Cormier is coming into the ring. He's obviously the favorite in this matchup, and he's got the size advantage. He definitely has the wrestling advantage. But anyway, without further ado, sit back, relax as GSP comes in, and listen to my little interaction with George on a radio show. You ready? I'm going to cue it up on my end and then try to edit it. Here we go.
We all have another sound. So it's George St. Pierre.
Hey, George. How's it going?
Good, yourself?
Not too bad. I have a question. You're traveling, say, to New York, Montreal, now New Mexico. Does that kind of hinder your training, all that traveling that you have to do?
Well, right now I don't live in Saint-Isidore anymore. I used to live in my parents' house in Saint-Isidore. Now I live in Candiac. It's still on the South Shore. I bought a house there recently. But no, I mean, it's not so bad. Candiac to Montreal is like maybe 15 minutes.
Okay.
And it's not so bad. Of course, sometimes I have to cut down the traffic, take a little bit more time. And when I travel to New Mexico. I never stay there I never travel for a long time. I mean, I don't like to be away from home, but I have to do it as a sacrifice that I have to do. Because a lot of people told me, why you don't move in the U.S., there is more team, you would be able to train more. I don't want to move in the United States. I'm very proud to be where I'm from, and I don't want to move. I like where I'm from. I like my lifestyle, but I have to do the sacrifice because I live a little bit away, and in Montreal we have a lot of good training. Like I'm talking about specific training like boxing, wrestling, jiu-jitsu. But in terms of MMA training, of course we have a guy like Patrick Cote, David Loiseau, Tom Murphy who come down too. But sometimes I need a different variety of training partner. So I need to go I need to travel in the United States. But I think it's just all good. It's allowed me to change a little bit my mind, and that's when I go back home I'm more happy.
So there you have it, people. It's so funny. Did you notice just how nervous I was, man? My voice was cracking. And I just couldn't believe that I was actually talking to GSP. If I had to do it again, man, I would have thrown in some humor, but I was starstruck for sure. But that's right up there as my top MMA moment in my life. I know it's kind of sad that that's my top MMA moment, but I have to say my number one moment was talking to GSP. My number two moment was seeing George fight at UFC 129. And my number three moment was helping out Carly Baker, the ring girl, on a little side project that she wanted me to do. So those are my top three favorite MMA moments. What's your top three favorite MMA moments? I'm just trying to think of anything else that's happened in my life. Obviously, this channel is up there as well. But here we go. All of the curveballs thrown out in this intro of this fight. And now George going up in weight against Daniel Cormier. Oh, I don't know how this is going to go. Cormier wants nothing of GSP. The one thing I don't like about this game is the GSP model, the body model. But anyway, forget that. We are in a firefight. And if you know me, man, you know my heart's pounding a mile a minute because I'm pro GSP. gotta love Cormier, though. He's an amazing color commentator. So right away, it's George doing a fantastic job. Nice. Good takedown defense. And remember, George's takedown defense is legendary, man. People would always talk about BJ Penn's, but look at that. George gets the takedown. And remember, Cormier is amazing when he's on top or when he's in the clinch. But just how good is Cormier when he's on his back? And this is George 101. And everybody was like, when Matt Serra stopped George, he turned into a wrestler. And George is like, you know what? My ape technique, put people down. Why not, man? If he is good in one avenue, if he can get great in one avenue, why not use it? And he changed his game plan. I know he was more of George Safe Pierre. He was more of a safe fighter, but he got the W, man, and he's the greatest welterweight of all time. And what do we got going here? Do we have another submission? This is going to be crazy. George, is he going to make quick work of Cormier? Has Cormier ever looked this bewildered in a fight? Oh, it's not over. Oh my gosh. I thought for sure it was done. And George is now on his back, and he's in trouble, man, dealing with Cormier. Uh-oh. And again, in this game, if you're not familiar with this game and the stats of this game, St. Pierre's head health is not the greatest. So when you're using George, you got to be so careful. Oh, but George flipping the switch and getting on top. And this is GSP's round, man. He's doing a nice job, doing a great job with his stamina game. He's on top. Being that denying dingo, he can go for another Kimura here if he wanted to. Oh my gosh, Cormier, his stamina is low. And he's getting pounded. Oh, nice job arm trapping. Is he going to get the flip? GSP doesn't let him get it. And oh, I thought he was going to play basketball with his head. Remember what he did against Matt Hughes? Hughes, St. Pierre 3, remember that? George got Matt Hughes in mount, and Hughes started trying to control his posture, and George started pounding Hughes' head on the mat. It was priceless. But George is doing a nice job landing shots in half guard, posturing up, hitting up the body, denying every single attempt that Cormier is trying to do as he tries to transition. This is crazy. Oh, now George has no stamina. Uh-oh. St. Pierre's got to be careful here. Cormier gets up. Oh, man. What a very interesting round. Uh-oh. And he gets flipped. Oh, my gosh. But saved by the bell. What a very, very interesting, highly entertaining round. Got to give it to St. Pierre. I know a lot of you guys are like, Ricky, you are just riding GSP's you-know-what. But nah, come on, man. That was St. Pierre's round. Let's see if he could keep it up in the second round. And it's always funny. I'm noticing a pattern, guys, man. I'm noticing a pattern in this tournament. The guy that usually does well in the first round usually loses. So I'm on the edge of my seat. I've been on the edge of my seat all day in anticipation of making this video and watching this fight. So, oh, man, what's going to happen? And I know some of you are saying, calm down, big boy. It's just a video game. I know, brother, but I'm immersed. I'm immersed in this tournament, in this game. Hopefully that's the right word, but here we go. George doing a nice job keeping his distance. Let's see if Cormier kind of ramps things up. He's got to kind of push the pace. He can't let George... A lot of people used to call George a front runner. You can't let George do his thing and you can't handle my rhythm. Remember when George used to say that? Oh! Some Eddie Parker takedown defense. Did you guys see that? How do you do that? Oh my gosh, you guys got to tell me in the comments, because I usually stuff takedowns with, over-unders or double unders. But that was classic. But George again, slipping on the Vaseline right there. Couldn't keep Cormier intact. And this is crazy. George may be in trouble. You got to be so careful. Uh-oh. You have to be so careful against these guys north-south. I love how the legendary AI loves to go to north-south. George could flip him here. Kind of give him a roll. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, no. George getting in a north-south choke. He may get out to the right, though. He's having a tough time. Georgie, don't. Hang on, brother. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Looks like this fight could be done. Oh, no. The tournament just hit an ultimate low for me. Big Daddy Cormier takes out George Rush St. Pierre. Oh no. I was worried about this the whole day, and this is what transpired. Oh, the big belly. George just couldn't handle that big belly and couldn't get out of it, and he was forced to tap. Oh, how disappointed am I, man. I gotta just clear it up and regroup for the next one. But there you have it. Much respect on Cormier for coming back after that highly competitive first round. George just couldn't take it. Now it's going to be Cormier versus Khabib. And on the other side, it's going to be Adesanya versus Ferguson. Oh my goodness, I cannot wait. What a fun tournament this is. But anyways, guys, I'll end off this video. I'm going to go cry. I'm going to cry my dinner. And I'll catch you in the next one. Or cry my dinner, or cry my breakfast, or cry my lunch. I don't know what I feel like having right now. But anyways, guys, I'll stop rambling. Thanks so much for tuning in. Have a fantastic day. Have a great week as well, all right? Stay cool, stay calm, stay home, and try not to expose yourself, if you know what I mean. Get your head out of the gutter. Anyway, guys, this is Ricky J, baby, from Ricky J Sports, and you are awesome. Take care. Hold on. I'm about to stop this. Since when does he have 2 belts? What the heck is going on with Cormier? Unbelievable. Anyways, people, there's the bracket. We are ready for the semifinals. I'll catch you in a few days. I'm out of here.
Are you intoxicated or something?